Morning, y'all. It's Megan again. Hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for joining me again. Today's video is going to be a little different. No cooking today. I'm just going to be showing y'all what all goes into our pasture raised eggs. We're moving our chickens this morning, and I kind of wanted to show y'all that process. We do have our chickens in a mobile chicken coop. If you've followed me any amount of time at all, you've heard me talk about that. We have a chicken coop on a wagon frame, and our chickens are moved and to different spots. This helps our pasture with natural fertilizer. It also helps our chickens as far as worms go. We've never had to worm them. As far as being good for the land, because if you leave a chicken on a piece of land any amount of time, for a while, they'll tear it up. So this also helps with that as well. So I'm just going to show y'all that process today and bring y'all along with me. Later. So the chickens are still put up from the night before. We haven't let them out yet this morning, so this is when we usually move them. We're taking down this electric netting here. This is more for the protection of the chickens, more than keeping them inside, because they could fly out if they wanted to. But they don't choose to, because we do move them to different grounds. So most of the time we don't have any trouble with chickens getting out. But we're going to go ahead and get this netting taken down and get this trailer hooked up. Up to the wagon. We've got all of our netting down and the water is moved to where we're going next. We're trying to rotate them on the brand new ground as much as we can and not hit two places twice. Give the grass time to rest over a course of time. So I'm going to go up here and help him hook up. Alright, here comes the egg mobile. Full of chickens. We had one that apparently stayed out last night, but he'll find his way back. This method that we use right here too is also very good for our cows and our horses. It keeps us from having to worm them, because these chickens, when they go over top of these cow pies, they scratch them out. That's how animals get worms, these herbivores. They'll have like larvae in their poop. They eat grass around where their poop is. They'll pick up that larva, unfortunately. And the chickens scratch out the poop, for lack of better terms, and get that larva out, and in turn it doesn't hurt the chickens. And they also scratch it out so it'll disintegrate faster and be in turn more natural fertilizer. I want to show y'all this too. Joel Salatin talks about a natural seed bank. We have not planted any seed here. Do you see all this new growth coming up? This is where our eggmobile was a couple weeks ago. All this right here, that's all new growth. It's grass, just coming up by itself, thick as hair on a dog's back. So, yeah. Fancy Belle and Star. Star's growing. I hope to start milking these soon, and I can start showing you some videos on that as well. These girls right here are rotten. So I noticed something while we were down here getting these chickens, and I wanted to show y'all. We've got a persimmon tree down here that's never had more than just a handful of persimmons on it. And I look down here. I'll show y'all real quick here. Let's see if y'all can see it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. This thing, y'all, I mean, is plumb full of persimmons. Like I said, this particular tree has never had more than a handful. And it is full. I mean, what have you heard about persimmon trees being full? I'm just curious if this means it's gonna be like a rough winter. Is God preparing us for a rough winter, preparing the animals? Because I have never seen so many. This tree is orange from a distance because it is so full of persimmons. So let me know in the comments, like, what y'all think about that. Does that mean a rough winter's coming? These girls right here will definitely enjoy those persimmons when they start falling off that tree. I don't know if I'll get any or not. I'd like to try to make some stuff out of all those, but they might beat me to it. So now comes the fun part. We gotta start putting back up the electric netting. If you've ever had any dealings with the electric netting, you know it can be a handful sometimes, to say the least, but you know, we're getting better at it. The longer we do it, the better we're getting at it. This is a new spot. We haven't had chickens on this spot at all the whole time we've had chickens, so they'll get them some good grass. Hopefully give this little piece of land right here in this little particular area is a little poor, so hopefully we'll give it a little life with putting these chickens on it. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. All the netting's up. We're gonna let them out. They're always excited to move to a new spot. And they have a good area. We've got about roughly 50 chickens in here and one long guinea. They always come out and get them watered first, but their spot goes all the way up around those trees up there. So they have got a good big spot to be in. And they're already scratching. See them there? New bugs, new grass. Makes for very rich eggs. Thought I'd show y'all a quick look in the egg mobile. Have our laying boxes. Feeders, which I'm getting ready to feed them, so they're all getting ready to pile in here. Roosting poles. Go all the way up. More laying boxes. The water's outside. Yep, they're all gonna start piling around me. We have slatted floors. The slatted floors are so at night, all that wonderful fertilizer goes down to the ground. They have plenty of openings, so there's plenty of air flowing. We left the part beside the roosting poles closed off to keep any drafts from coming in. And in the wintertime, when it starts getting cold, we'll close off these windows as well to keep them warm. Are y'all hungry? Are you hungry? Huh? Alright, and that's how we move our pasture-raised chickens. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned a little something. If you're local to me and you're interested in trying some pasture-raised eggs, shoot me a message, and I can hook you up. But anyways, thank you again, and just remember, God teaches us to be prepared. And I'll talk to y'all next time.